is Regine, and today I will be talking about Fatima Mountain Ridge, a site with great potential for ecotourism that is currently under development. So, the first question is, what is the reason why you choose that particular site? So, I choose this site, Fatima Mountain Range, because of its incredible and natural beauty, including lush forests, unique wildlife, and breathtaking views. Although it is still under development, it has immense potential for ecotourism. So this site is also very close to my barangay, so I have a personal connections to the area and see the opportunities for my community to directly benefit from the ecotourism. So while the site isn't fully developed yet, I believe it can offer activities like hiking, nature walks, and possibly even bird watching or camping in the future. So what stands out is how much the site can contribute to preserving the nature while providing jobs and economic growth for the local community. So the second question is that why is community participation important in ecotourism planning? Community participation is key in ecotourism because the people living in or near the site will be the one directly impacted by tourism. So involving the community from the start help ensure that their needs, values, and concerns are respected, leading to a more sustainable and successful tourism project. So like for example, in the site, the Fatima Mountain Range, the local residents could get involved in managing tourism activities. So offering tours or running small businesses like selling local crafts. So this creates income and jobs for them while also making sure that tourism is done in a way that respects their culture and the natural environment. So when the community is involved, they're more likely to take care of the environment and make sure that the tourism doesn't harm the natural resources. So this way, the site can continue to attract tourists for years to come without losing its charm. So next question is, what are the advantages and disadvantages of community participation? So one of the biggest advantages of community participation is that it can build a sense of ownership. When locals feel they have a say in how tourism is developed, they are more likely to protect the environment and support the project. So another advantage is that it provides economic benefits because people in the community can benefit from new jobs such as selling local products or working in tourism-related services like accommodations or food businesses. And lastly, involving the community helps the project run smoothly because local people have valuable knowledge about the area's culture, environment, and resources. So on the other hand, there are some challenges. For instance, not all community members may agree on how to develop the site. Some might have different ideas about how the land could be used, which could cause conflict. They may also the lack of experience or training in managing ecotourism, especially since the Fatima Mountain Ridge is still in the early stages for development. So this can make it difficult to implement the best practices for sustainability and conservation. So lastly, sometimes there might be competitions among local groups for the benefits of tourism, which could lead to misunderstanding or disagreements about who gets the role in the development. So the fourth question is, who are the major stakeholder group in ecotourism? So although Fatima Mountain Range is still under development and doesn't yet have active stakeholders, we can already anticipate the important groups that will eventually play a role. So the local communities, the government, ecotourism operators, the environmental organizations, the tourists, and the researchers will all become the stakeholders in the project. So their involvement will ensure that the ecotourism site is developed and sustainably benefit the local community and protect the natural environments. So the last question is, what are the issues you found out in your chosen site? Since Fatima Mountain Ridge is still under development, there are some environmental concerns like the risk of erosions or hiking trails or damage to biodiversity if tourism isn't carefully managed. Like for example, there are a chance that the introductions of tourists could disrupt local wildlife or pollute the natural areas if proper waste management systems aren't put in place early on. Then, the site currently lacks of basic infrastructure such as roads, rest areas, and proper waste disposal systems. So without this, tourism can lead to overcrowding, environmental degradation, and poor visitor experiences. And also, while the community is generally aware of the potential of the site, there is still a lack of organized involvement in the development plans. So some locals may not fully understand how ecotourism can benefit them, or they might not know how to get involved in the planning process. And lastly, a major challenge is striking the right balance between development and conservation. So as the site grows and more tourists visit, there will need to be a focus on maintaining the ecological integrity of the site while still allowing for economic growth through tourism. So if the development happens too quickly, it could damage the natural resources that make the site attractive in the first place. So Fatima Mountain Range holds a lot of promise as an ecotourism site, but since it's still under development, we must be mindful of the challenges and work towards sustainable solutions. So by involving the community in the planning, addressing environmental concerns, and making sure the development is done with care, we can create a successful ecotourism destinations that will benefit both the local people and the environment for years to come. And that's it. Thank you very much.